very much, and thank you for joining me in this jam-packed room. And can I say, Australians one and all, it's with the greatest humility, resolve and enthusiasm that I sought the endorsement of my colleagues to be the Labor leader and to be the Prime Minister of this country. I have accepted that endorsement, and I am truly honoured to lead this country which I love. I'm utterly committed to the service of our people. I grew up in the great state of South Australia. I grew up in a home of hard-working parents. They taught me the value of hard work. They taught me the value of respect. They taught me the value of doing your bit for the community. And it is these values that will guide me as Australia's Prime Minister. I believe in a government that rewards those who work the hardest, not those that complain the loudest. I believe in a government that rewards those that day in and day out work in our factories and on our farms, in our mines and in our mills, in our classrooms and in our hospitals, that rewards that hard work, decency and effort. The people who play by the rules, set their alarms early, get their kids off to school, stand by their neighbours and love their country. And I also believe that leadership is about the authority that grows from mutual respect shared by colleagues, from teamwork and from hard work, teamwork and spirit. It's these beliefs that have been my compass during the 3.5 years of the most loyal service I could offer to my colleague Kevin Rudd. I asked my colleagues to make a leadership change because I believed that a good government was losing its way, and because I believe fundamentally that the basic education and health services that Australians rely on and their decent treatment at work is at risk at the next election. I love this country and I was not going to sit idly by and watch an incoming opposition cut education, cut health and smash rights at work. My values and my beliefs have driven me to step forward to take this position as Prime Minister. Today, I want to make some commitments to the Australian people. I want to make firstly a commitment that I will lead a strong and responsible government that will take control of our future. A strong and responsible government improving and protecting the essential public services and basic rights our people depend on, including, so importantly, their rights at work. I wish to make 2 acknowledgements. I take my fair share of responsibility for the Rudd government's record, for our important achievements and for the errors made. I know the Rudd government did not do all it said it would do, and at times it went off track. I also certainly acknowledge I have not been elected Prime Minister by the Australian people. And in the coming months, I will ask the Governor-General to call a general election so that the Australian people can exercise their birthright and choose their Prime Minister. Between now and this election, I seek their consideration and their support. And I seek that consideration and support as we emerge from the biggest financial crisis the world has faced since the Great Depression, with the lowest debt, amongst the lowest unemployment rates and the highest growth of the world's economies. This is an achievement we should be proud of. The working people, the employers and employees, the trade unions, the small and big businesses, the employer associations who all made this possible. I give credit to every hard-working Australian for what has been achieved during these difficult economic days. I give credit to the Labor giants, Bob Hawke and Paul Keating, as the architects of today's modern prosperity. I give credit to John Howard and Peter Costello for continuing these reforms. And I particularly give credit to Kevin Rudd for leading the nation in such difficult times and keeping people in work. And today I can assure every Australian that their budget will be back in surplus in 2013. So, having seen the global financial crisis and how our nation has responded, it has reinforced in me my belief that when this nation pulls together, we can do great things. It's my intention to lead a government that uses that spirit and that will to do even more to harness the talents of all of our people, to do even more to make sure that every child gets a fair go in life and a great education. It's my intention to lead a government that does more to harness the wind and the sun and the new emerging technologies. I will do this because I believe in climate change. I believe human beings contribute to climate change. And it is as disappointing to me as it is to millions of Australians that we do not have a price on carbon. And in the future, we will need one. But first, we will need to establish a community consensus for action.